Hello, it's me. I don't know the song. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know the song right now. Yeah, what a what a start. You guys can probably tell on YouTube. You're probably like, what the fuck is going on? I'm in my puffer jacket from Petula. It did drop today. I'll be honest, this baddie did drop today. But I don't have pants on. I have on my Paragon collaboration shorts, also launching on Tuesday. Just throwing out my quick ads, okay? I have probably had one of the worst weeks in my adult life outside of children related, like outside of like pregnancy trauma. You know, you guys get it. Probably the worst week of my life. And I didn't want to put out an episode this week because I didn't want to. Part of me validates that feeling of like, hey, if you don't want to show up one week, you don't have to, right? Like, I'm allowed to take a week off. I'm allowed to repost an episode or something, whatever. I've done this every day or every week for 3.5 years. Like, if I want a week off, I can have a week off, right? But the other part of me remembers my mantra, how I do life and how I go through life, and the mantras keep showing up. However, I want to remind you, I also say sit in the suck. So I'm oddly sitting in the suck while I'm going to keep showing up specifically for you guys this week. And it's not going to be a long episode, and it's not going to be revolutionary. And you can already probably tell I'm almost speechless. Like, in the way of just, my brain feels fried. My heart feels fried. My mental energy is fried. I have to just continue to push forward, So much has happened, like in our family this past week. So much is still happening and evolving. It's all really hard. And I share this because I know all of us out here are going through it. And we just talked a couple episodes ago about how it's the end of the year and we all want to be in this mentality of like, just give me to the beginning of the year. Just let me get over this. Let me get out of this season. Let me just take me out of this situation. But in the most discomfortable, in the most discomfort, and when you're uncomfortable, there we go, growth occurs. And while having the single most hardest adult experience, family experience of my life the past week, I've also, there will be crying today. I want to make that very clear. I've also tapped in to a part of myself that I'm very proud of, And like, it's one of those things that it just goes hand in hand with growing pains. Is exactly that. Like, you have the growing and the pain that goes with it. And so you find the pride in the pride in being proud and growing, and then dealing with the pain of having to do it. And we're going through so many changes right now in our family, and like people that I love around me struggling. And it just fucking sucks so deeply. And you guys know this is my diary. Like, even at this point, like, who the fuck is still listening? Like, I wouldn't listen to this episode. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, again, I'm really just doing this to show up and owe it to myself to do what I love every single week. And that's podcasting. It's like my favorite thing we do. I get to talk shit about whoever I want. Whoever celebrity pisses me off that week. We get to laugh and we get to cry. And this is probably one of the most not fun episodes I've had to record. And I'm just so glad I wore my sunglasses because my eyes hurt so bad from crying. And like the lights, I feel like I'm like overstimulated as fuck. But I hope that by showing up, even in this capacity, whatever you're facing could be greater than what I'm facing. And whatever I'm facing could be greater than what you're facing. But no two situations are the same. And we're both allowed to struggle in our own way. So whatever you're going through, you can keep going. And especially the holiday season, you know, we're supposed to be happy and we're supposed to be grateful. And you can live in a place of frustration and sadness and anxiety and fear while living in a place of gratitude. It's a really awkward place to be, but you can do it. And so although I feel completely beat up and just extremely emotional, I also feel a sense of pride and perseverance for the type of person that I am and knowing how I will continue to operate through my whole life. And I only would hope has rubbed off on you guys. It's the opportunity to live life and again say, I'm gonna keep showing up. Never back down, never what? Give up. And that's what we're here to do. So I don't have a lot for you this episode. I really just wanted to show face, kind of, and show up. I haven't taken off this fucking Petula puffer jacket in over 12 hours since I got it in the mail. I lied. I went to the gym, took it off, worked out. So let's talk about it for a second. Get off my soapbox. The new puffer jacket comes out today. Actually, it's the 10th. I believe it's 12 p.m. EST. Let me confirm that for you because honestly, this is definitely a drop you're not going to want to miss. 1 p.m. EST. Sorry, 1 p.m. EST today. Today. It actually reverses in like 4 different ways. So it is a vest, a cropped puffer, like you're seeing, a cropped vest, and then like a full puffer. So the sleeves can come off. You can reverse it in and out. There are limited stock. So technically the way they're marketing this is that it's a 4 for 1. So you're kind of paying for 4 different jacket styles, but in one price. So it is, I'm not going to lie, guys, this is pretty steep. It's $198. I'm not going to lie, like that is, like it's not expensive because like if you go to Dick's Sporting Goods, you can see what is expensive and what's not. So this isn't like super expensive compared to like normal like Columbia's and stuff. But I think that's the exact thing is like you would compare it to like a Columbia or a brand maybe you would trust more. So you're like, oh, well, it couldn't be worth that much. But I'm telling you, this is the nicest jacket that I've put on. Like I haven't even taken it apart yet to like try the vest. But the way the zip works so well, like you can tell a lot by a zipper. And I can tell a lot by this zipper. The zipper is zipping. That's for sure. This is in the color cream. It's also coming in the color, I think, just black. And again, I just want to make sure they just dropped it, all the information today. And I just got it in the mail today. And like I said, I'm fucking obsessed. It's really nice. And I'm going to be honest. You guys always know I'm honest, but this 100% shits on the Buff Bunny jacket. Like with all due respect. By the way, this is only coming in cream and black. But this is not only thicker, but it's more universal. Like I do like the Buff Bunny hood because it was like, it had like the elastic and stuff, like drawstring, but this definitely like shits on it for sure in terms of overall quality. Now the price is also higher too. So it kind of like corresponds pretty well. I'm wearing a size medium and it fits perfectly. I don't necessarily think I could wear a sweatshirt underneath. Unless it was just a vest, but like with the arms, it's a comfortable fit. So I wouldn't necessarily say I could wear like a full jacket or like sweatshirt underneath unless I sized up. But like I said, I'm wearing a medium and the medium fits perfect. The other thing that comes out this week is my Paragon collaboration, which it really sucks that I'm just like in a very terrible space right now. Because again, when you guys are watching this, like it's Tuesday, right? So I've been battling this for like the past 7 to 9 days. So by the time you see it, it's been almost 2 weeks. I could be on the other side of it, right? But it's just like right now we're just really going through it. So with that being said, it sucks. I don't even feel excited for my collaboration that I've worked so hard for and have worked so hard to even achieve, you know? So hopefully by the time you're seeing this, my spirits will be lifted and I'll be rocking and rolling. But that does come out on Tuesday at 2 p.m. EST, 1 p.m. EST early access. And yeah, I have a full YouTube review. I have a full YouTube behind the scenes. I don't know. I'm going to be honest, guys. I feel like so fucking stupid even talking to you guys right now. And I like actually even feel insecure that my editor is going to have to like listen to this and be like, what am I supposed to do? This isn't fun for me right now. And again, I gave it to myself to show up. And I said I was going to give it at least like 10 minutes, see if I got in the vibe. I'm not there. I don't want to be there. And it's one of those moments where I showed up, I did what I wanted to do. Like I said, I wanted to show face, I wanted to come on, and that's about it. When you want to ever take a leap forward in whatever that is, I've done that plenty of times, right? Like I'm definitely a leaper, and I'm a leaper before I'm a looker. So I'll definitely take messy action and like go for it, is what I'm saying, right? With like life right now and my family and all these things, I actually took the time to look because I know my negative side effect of myself is that I'm such a risk taker that I sometimes don't actually take a second to think about it, right? Now, in most cases, it's worked out for me and I've gotten very lucky in that way of like just trusting my intuition. But in my current season of life, I've really been focusing on being a better looker, not just a leaper. So being in a position where I've made huge changes in my life with the outlook of knowing what that would do. And then when you think you did the looking, but then you must have looked in the wrong place because it didn't go how you thought, that's where it feels really odd because I'm like, but I prepared for this, but it's supposed to be this way, but it's supposed to be like this because like I actually thought about it and I blah, 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 right? So sometimes you got to be a looker. Sometimes you got to be a leaper, and sometimes you got to do both. You got to look before you leap. But at the end of the day, the biggest strides of personal growth come from being the most uncomfortable and doing things you never thought you would. That includes being a psychopath and cold plunging every single day, right? Like, wouldn't be me. But for those people who do it, they typically start reaping huge rewards because they're psycho. Now, I'm just being like psycho in a different way, but when you go for something so big that seems crazy and you believe in it with conviction, you have to just trust that how it shakes out is going to mold you. And that's the thing. They always say it, you don't fail. We never fail. And like, I genuinely believe in that wholeheartedly. We never fail. We redirect. We never fail. We redirect. Whenever you are pushed down because something didn't, quote, work out, and we think of it as failure, 9 times out of 10, we get back up and we figure something else out, whether it's something self-realization, whether it's an opportunity that we end up embarking on because we're switching lanes, switching directions, whatever it may be. So like, you're never failing, because failing would be that like nothing comes of it. In most cases, I would very much argue with people who have been in spots of what they would call failure is, okay, well, like, let's revisit what had now come out of it. But it is hard to be in the midst of what you would call failure and wondering what the fuck is coming out of this. At the time, it feels like nothing. That's when you do maybe think it's failure, but it's all about framework. and mindset and how you're going to view it, because that's going to set you up for the rest of it, right? The mind is a powerful thing. So if we go into a situation that kind of feels like a failure and we continue to manifest even just that word, oh, it's a fail, it's a flop, it's a fail, it's a flop, it will be, right? Because like we believe it. We say it and we start to believe it. If you go into anything and you say, that's not a failure, like this is redirection. I'm redirecting, I'm learning in a different way, or I've learned something about myself. Like kind of hence the beginning of the episode where I mentioned, like, as much as it's been the hardest week and a half of my life, by the time you guys see it, 2 weeks, I've tapped into a part of myself I'm so proud of. And I've been a looker, right? I've been doing the work. I've been putting in the reps, the mental reps, and it feels good while being a hard spot. Growing pains. You have to get both together. It doesn't just happen. One just doesn't happen without the other, right? It's so uncomfortable. And it's just, I'm proud of myself for showing up tonight and giving you guys a little bit of a fucking, I literally don't even know what this is. Next week, I promise I'll be in so much of a better space. And just know I have so much gratitude for those of you who do show up every week and expect an episode, but don't get one. And I appreciate all of you who have ever just supported me, supported my endeavors, supported my children, supported my pregnancy, supported my family, supported my team, supported DBFT, supported me and Petula and me and Paragon, or like whatever it is. Like, even if you've just only watched my Brunch with DESB YouTube, like you've never bought anything, or like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't have to be monetary is what I'm saying. Like, it could have just been support, like a like or a share, or you told your friend about me or something. Like, I have so much gratefulness for where I'm at right now. And I have to keep at my roots of just remembering that and remembering the people that do support me, because when it feels like everyone hates you, it's not a fun feeling, but you have to kind of back out again, that mindset you're creating for yourself. It's like, no, they fucking don't. Like, you're fine. Like, it's so silly to let a thought like that even enter your head. But we're so at ease to do it, right? We'll be in the middle of a fucking grocery store, like, oh my God, everyone's fucking staring at me. They think my outfit's stupid. Oh my God, my hair probably looks terrible today. Like, why do we do that? Right? So like, why in my right mind would I sit here and spiral for like literally zero reason and just be like, oh my God, everyone hates me this week? No, they don't. Like, nothing happened. What? It's so, I just, I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry for the capacity of this episode. Like, honestly, probably 90% of you stopped listening, and that's totally fine. At this point, this is just my out. What the fuck is the word out? I almost said my outlook. Outlet. It's my outlet right now, as it is every week. So I'm going to be honest. I want to put my kids to bed tonight. I've barely seen them in the past couple days. I feel like a terrible mom. And I just want to go relax. So as odd as it is to tell you, I want to go relax and lay in bed when it's Sunday at 10 a.m. Or whenever you're watching this. Like, that might not, sound off tune, but just understanding that it's like 7 o'clock past 7 o'clock p.m. here. So I love you guys. We'll be back. We'll be better. Honestly, next week, I might just even bring Wyatt on for another episode just to get the spirits, get the vibes back. It's been hard, and I couldn't be more grateful that I do have my family. And I think it's also a reminder for those of you out there who have, family, or even what you would consider family, right? They don't always have to be blood. It's just those people who are, everyone leaves a party. Who's staying with you to make sure you're getting home safe, right? Or you're going out to dinner. Who are the people that you call that are always there to go out with you? Like, those are your people. And for me, that is my family. That is my mom. It's my sister. It's my amazing husband. It's my kids. It's my niece. It's my nephew. It's my brother-in-law. It's my brother. It's my stepdad, etc. Like, those are the people at the end of the day, when life clears out, who the fuck is going to stand for you? And I want to look around and see my family. And I, again, whatever your family looks like, extended family, etc., I'm sure you guys know the exact feeling. So I want to go put my kids down. I want to go call my mom and cry a little bit. Cause what 28-year-old woman doesn't need their mommy? And we'll chat with you guys next week. Again, love you so much. Thanks for just rambling with me this week. Better weeks ahead, but I still did it. I still showed up and I'm still proud. So love you guys.